ways to reduce your overeating now, because in this season it's something that I'm being asked all the time is how can I stop overeating? How can I stop snacking on things I don't want to be snacking on? How can I make sure that I don't come out of this season like feeling really uncomfortable because I've eaten too much? And so I thought I'd just give you 3 quick tips of things that you could do now to reduce your overeating. Some of them you might not like to hear, but they will help, I promise. So the first one is the most obvious. If it's not in the house, then at the moment you can't eat it. In a way, this is such an ideal time to take control of our health and our eating, because aside from us not necessarily knowing what's in the shops in terms of essential items, we can be in total control of our own eating because we're at home all the time. And in normal circumstances, one of the hardest things can be social occasions, buffets, meals out, parties, etc. And we're not contending with any of those things right now. So actually, it's an ideal chance to take control of your eating and come out of this period healthier and more balanced. But of course, I know it's not easy. And if the food's around, it's very easy to overeat. So my first tip would be, would you consider going shopping when you are really full, after you've had a good balanced meal, when you don't have any inkling of hunger or cravings or anything, and stick to your list. Don't have the food in the house and you won't be able to eat it. Of course, you need to balance that out. It might actually help you to have little bits of the food in the house so you don't feel deprived, but certainly don't be buying big bags of crisps and lots of biscuits and lots of chocolate bars if you don't really want to be eating these things. So that's the first tip, is don't have it in the house. The second tip is give yourself an element of accountability. Hi Marilyn. Give yourself some accountability. What we're doing in one of my Facebook groups at the moment, on one of the courses I run, is we're writing down anything that's outside our kind of three healthy meals and 2 healthy snacks. Anything outside that, just jotting it down for each other to see. And that element of accountability does actually stop you reaching for the second biscuit, for the third biscuit, etc., if you know you're writing it down. So is there anyone that you can be accountable to, maybe to each other, writing things down and letting each other know what you're eating? And the third tip is to try alternative responses. And now this is probably something you've heard before, as in stop, count to 10, walk away, or have a healthier alternative, or have less of the desired item. And you might think, yeah, but I just can't do that. But have you actually tried to do it? Because if you try these alternative responses, sometimes, and sometimes they work, then actually your default behaviour could then change and it could become more of a habit to do the alternative. Now, those are just 3 quick tips to reduce your overeating in this time. And I know it's not easy, and really it's a lot deeper than that, isn't it? We need to look at our self-control, our willpower, our motivations, all kinds of things. So if you feel that you need more help in this area, then I've got a free download which is 7 little known secrets to reduce your cravings. And if you go onto the website fit-fish.co.uk, you can download that. And also, if you really want to tackle some of these obstacles for good, then I'm running my next 12-week online course starting beginning of May called Healthy, Whole and Free, and I'll put the link for that as well. But to recap on those 3 tips that you can do now to reduce your overeating, the first one, I know it's obvious, but I also know it's really hard to do, is to not actually have the items in the house. See this as an opportunity. You're totally in control of what you eat. Actually, you could come out of this period in a lot better position where health-wise, when you haven't got buffets, you haven't got social occasions, you haven't got trips to the pub, you haven't got parties, we're in total control. So can you go to the supermarket full and just come back with what you need. Second one is some level of accountability, writing it down. Sometimes when I ask people to do a food diary, that's all they need to change some habits, because if they know I'm going to look at it, then they don't want to eat that fourth or fifth biscuit, so they don't want to write it down, so they don't have it. So some level of accountability. And the third thing is to try some alternative options, alternative responses, so that you maybe have something a bit smaller, something different, you walk away, you distract yourself, etc. But I know they're very surface level tips, and if you want to go deeper, then have a look at the options I've mentioned. Okay, lovely to see you all. Hi Sarah, hi Andrea. Take care, have a great day. I hope that was helpful. Write what you liked about it, or give us a like, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.